Jitendra Dudi is the district collector of Pune and he's joining us. Mr. Dudi, there were several questions being raised about this bridge. The bridge was 30 years old. There were clear instructions that it is only for the pedestrians, but two-wheelers were used frequently. There are images which show that clearly. Why did you just stop at issuing prohibitory orders that the bridge should not be used? Why wasn't it closed? Knowing fully well that this was the tourist season.
There are two important things. First thing is that a prohibition order was already in place with regard to all the locations in Pune district wherein there is a river water flow and any kind of water flow is there. So this location was also included in that, and there was SOP with regard to that. The SOP was in place, administrative officials were there, and along with that we have also put in a board there saying that this bridge is not in use and it should not be used. However, it was being used at that point of time. Many people had visited that bridge at that point of time, and more than the capacity of the bridge, people were there on the bridge, and because of that, this unfortunate incident had occurred. We have established a committee to inspect the entire event that had occurred yesterday. A 6-member committee has been established so that we can come to know about whether there was any administrative lapse with regard to this incident. Along with that, we have given the mandate to the committee that they recommend if there is any change required in the SOP that is already in place with regard to the tourist locations that are generally being visited by the people during the monsoon season, because 7 days ago only I had given this order and we had taken necessary measures with regard to the SOP. However, large number of people had gone there.
But Mr. Dudi, why do you think SOPs were not being followed, particularly with regards to this bridge? Because the potholes had appeared on this bridge and cement blocks were being used to cover the potholes temporarily.
See, so that is what I'm saying. This bridge was not in use, and we had put hoardings as well there to tell the people that this should not be used. And police officials and Gram Panchayat officials were also there, and we had also used the barricading. But it's a short distance as compared to the other routes. So people of the villages generally use this by flouting the directions that have been given, and that is why it is very important to revisit the SOP, that whether we should just, right now we are doing this thing only that we are putting our human resource there, we are putting boards, we are also barricading that. And still people flout that and they remove the barricades and go uses this kind of bridges. That now rather than just barricading these old bridges which are out of use and which should not be used, we are, in Pune, we are now going to completely dismantle these bridges, so that the question of using them by flouting the rule does not arise.
Okay, so if you are saying that these bridges will be dismantled and that seems to be the only solution to stop perhaps people from using these bridges, then can you give us some numbers in terms of how many such bridges are there in Pune district?
I'm taking report from all the departments. We have done structural audit already. And I have already given them direction to start necessary process to remove all those bridges which are in the dismantling state, so that such kind of situation does not occur. Exact number, these numbers will be given in the due course of time. But whatever may be the number, we are going to remove all these bridges so that the question of flouting the rule and people using these short routes does not occur in future.
The question is also of why wasn't the sanctioned money for the repair of this collapsed bridge used? If the money was sanctioned, why wasn't it used?
There is misinformation with regard to this. I want to clarify once and for all that there is a parallel bridge that has been approved few months ago. Repair money for this bridge has not been approved. A new bridge has been proposed and it has been sanctioned few months ago. The tender of the same was being floated few months ago, 3-4 months ago, and the work order of the same has been given on 10th of June, just 7 days ago only. And the work is about to start. Since we have given work order just 7 days ago only, generally it takes 2 weeks time to start the work. So work is supposed to start for a new bridge. This is not for this bridge. We are not doing any repair of this bridge because this bridge is beyond repair. We are constructing a new bridge which is parallel to this bridge, and that is being done by the PWD department. And the work order is being given just 7 days ago. So there is no question of money not being spent.